Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. We are doing another RV maintenance today. So on our camper, our awning died on us. It just stopped working. So we are going to try to swap out that motor and see if it's just the motor. Now, the reason why I just went ahead and got this versus trying to test the wiring, which is probably what you should do to make sure it's not the wiring, is the replacement motor is only like 30 bucks on Amazon. So I figured at the very least I will have a new motor in here. But let me flip you around. So as you can see, our awning, we do have up. I had to do that manually. And the problem was when we were putting it in or out, it was hesitating and then it was stopping and then it would work for like a day or two and then it just finally completely died on us. So we're assuming that it's the motor because that seems to be the most common thing that goes out on these versus the electrical. So we're going to try to get this installed and keep our fingers crossed that that's the issue. Because if it's the wiring, then instead of a $30 and me doing labor, it's going to be a couple of $100 and getting professionals to go in there to look at the wiring. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing that we're going to have to do is try to get this pulled out a little bit. And I do have a manual way, as long as I can get it in there. Now, a lot of people will keep it just like this and try to work up there, but I might try to come down more because it is going to be a little challenging for me to work that high with my low ladder here.
Hey buddy, you know what they say? Size matters.
That's true. I've been contemplating getting a little bit taller one than just my little bitty one. So
since the neighbor had one that's available for borrowing, since he's still asleep, you won't miss it.
That's right. And for the record, we know this said neighbor. All right, so I'm gonna pull out the iPhone and record it here so you guys can see this. But as we can see here, there's a screw here, here, and then a screw here and here. And that takes off this bracket that will then allow us to get access to the current motor. Now, the thing we have to keep in mind is the motor is what is holding this awning up. So I'm gonna have to get creative and try to put something here that's going to keep it from falling once I detach the motor from this. So we'll work on that here in a second, but let's get this elbow off. Okay, so we've got the motor off here, or the motor cover, I should say, off. And we can see there's the motor here. So here's the motor itself. And it's actually just connected with 3 screws. And then we'll be able to disconnect it. The wire runs down in here, so we're gonna have to find where the actual connection is that this plugs into. So that's our hope here, that we're gonna be able to find that. I might have to take this front part off to get to the connection, because it looks like the connector, unless I can whittle it up, is blocked by this arm right here. That one's too small. All right, let me grab some more tools, grab the replacement part, and we'll continue this project. Okay, so what I was trying to do was loosen this one Phillips bolt here that holds the motor on, but I don't have enough play with the wire to actually be able to pull it out here. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm actually going to have to, it looks like, take this whole bolt off so I can take the whole motor off. At least this metal part out so I can unplug it. So I think we're gonna try that first. And then hopefully this thing doesn't go falling on us here. And I'm gonna hold off for a second there. The next thing we're gonna do, and of course I have a drill that has all the attachments I needed, and we bought this fancy new 4-box set, and I guess it had Phillips head and square head, or star head if you will, and not a flat head in there. So the next thing I'm doing is taking off the 3 screws here, slowly but surely, manually. And then we'll remove the bottom so we can take the motor off. But this is going to take a moment because of having to do everything manually here, instead of having a nice screw gun to take it off. But, and again, it's my fault. Mel even said make sure you have everything, and again, you assume by taking a quick look that it had everything I needed. It didn't have everything I needed. Oh, come on. Come on, don't play mean. Don't play mean.
Only flathead, or could you use a socket?
You know what, maybe I could use just a regular socket.
Well, it's just that I have attachments for. If they've got hex heads, that I've got attachments.
They do have hex heads, yeah. Let's try to do that. All right, wait one, everyone. These do have hex heads, so we're gonna see if we can get a socket that will actually work on here.
In the meantime, there's turkeys walking down the street.
Yeah, in the meantime, there are turkeys.
Almost Thanksgiving, guys. Almost. Not quite yet.
Okay, so now we do have a hex head. Makes it nice and easy. Here's where the fun begins, as they like to say. Oh yeah, I can feel that moving. Oh yeah, I can feel that moving. There we go, that's better. All right. So I've got the part off here. The next thing we have to do is actually disconnect our wire down here, which I'm still gonna have to take this off. So we're gonna have to leave that there for a moment. And we're gonna have to continue to work this. Before I take this off, since this thing is definitely spinning on its own, we're gonna need to get another pair of hands to help support this, because this bolt is actually supporting the entire awning. So once I take this off, then we're gonna feel that weight drop. And we're gonna need some extra hands to hold some things steady for us. All right, so I'm gonna bring you guys up here closer too. All right, so what we've done is we've taken off those 3 bolts, and this just came right out. Our problem is down there is where the connector is, and I have to take off this big screw, which then releases this entire arm. And so this now will have nothing to support it. So we've got CJ here who's supporting, and hopefully we're gonna be good to go with that. So now we're gonna go ahead and take the rest of this off. Again, hopefully we don't lose the nut in the back here. Pull this out so we can disconnect the wire and then hook the new wire in. So let's give this a shot.
Hey, there's your connection.
And that's my
It
connection.
doesn't quite look like the same connection you had though, buddy, on the new one. Well, that's broken anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry. Never the leading man, always a supporting role.
Yeah, no, this is the same connection.
Okay, cool.
Thank God, because at first you were freaking me out there. Hold this, babe. I need you to hold this bottom. Oh, wait, never mind. No, I don't.
The ladder's holding it right now from extending.
Okay.
All right, cool.
All right, babe, actually,
You wanted to press the button and test?
I do. I've got this.
Okay.
Oh, I thought I had it.
Don't have it anymore.
I guess.
Now, I'm so glad I could help. There, I'm going in.
Okay.
Yeah, no, go ahead. Just.
What do you want me to do now?
Hit the awning button.
In or out?
It
Doesn't matter. Yes! It works.
The motor works.
All right, we're good.
Well, at this point, sir, I guess it would make much more sense. Once she's out of the way, I'll support the axle. Why don't you just bring the arm and work down here at height?
Yeah. We're probably going to need to do that at this point.
Yeah, because otherwise we're never going to get this re-rolled. Here, just bring it. Let me have it. I've got it. Go ahead. And,
I'm putting strap on this one.
I'm trying not to.
I got it.
So that is probably why they recommended you had it
Clamped.
clamped.
Or in some other fashion. Held.
But because we like to
Do things the hard way.
do things the hard way, we didn't. Plus, it makes for good video on what not to do. There it went.
I am so glad that you
Okay, so as we so eloquently showed you guys, that's what not to do, which is why they recommend that it's clamped. So I hope you guys had fun seeing that as lovely amateurs.
We'll just make that the blooper reel.
Yeah. Oh wait, this is going the wrong way.
Yeah, it's got to go in from the other side. So we got to stretch it out far enough for that this cord had to.
When that went flying,
Yeah.
so did the nut.
Really?
Yeah. And so did one of the gears. Behind you, CJ, I got this.
You got it?
need a gear. Yeah.
Okay.
The gear's right behind you.
Okay, gear. And now we lost the nut.
And now we need a nut. Yeah, because it
When it
does.
crashed?
Oh, wait, I see it, I see it, everybody!
Okay.
It is up here, CJ. It actually fell in the track. Yep, right there.
It's good that you,
Holy crap.
What are the odds, everyone? What are the frickin' odds?
That we didn't have to run to Home Depot for a nut.
Right?
All right.
Such a nut.
All right, so you got the your cord's got to fit back in that little channel thing.
That weekend.
Yeah. Well, the first thing we just need to do is
Get in. There you go. Wire's got to be in that channel, so we obviously don't want to crimp it. So make sure it's sitting right, and then when you're ready, I will push out and give you the pressure you need. You ready?
Yep.
Obviously, I can't see, so you'll have to give me a little direction.
Still, it's got to go way further out than you've got it.
Really?
Yep.
You know it's tippy toes, babe.
Not quite, but I don't know how much more pressure I can give you on this.
Hang on, let me see if I can.
Oh, yeah, it might be at an angle issue. Yes, no, maybe?
Yeah.
Am I grabbing it? Slightly, at least? I'm using my left hand, so I've got almost no dexterity.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But am I at least
I think we're
getting close?
starting to do it.
It feels like it's gripping.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not going to super crank it down yet until we know, but is that at least, did it at least grab onto it a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is where it needs to be, so that's good there. And
I'm sure the bolts are.
I'm sure the bolts are up there. Unless, no, there they are, babe, behind me.
What?
Where my drill is, where the drill is.
Oh, what's that? Those 3 bolts.
Those bolts, and I need that drill. Okay, so what we've done is we've put that bolt back in, which holds the metal arm to the actual unit. Again, this, and there's the gear. So we're just basically finagling this to sit appropriately. And now we've got our screws that we're gonna thread back in on all 3 sides. Thank you, sir. And then last but not least, that one goes there. And now,
Just like a tire, all the way around. Nice.
all right. So, with the exception of putting the cover back on, this should be ready to go. So let's give this an official test, and then we'll make sure that that's cranked down too.
Yeah.
All right, let's give this a shot.
Going in.
Look at that.
No, don't go too far. It'll be too much of a pain to put that cap back on. Gravity will help us by having it down, because this screw goes in the back.
And voila, ladies and gentlemen, we now have our awning again. So last but not least, we're gonna put the cap back on and we will be good to go. All right.
Those screws should be in your top pocket.
Yep.
A little bit more over here. And just pop and lock. In theory. Ever so slightly off. I'm not sure why.
I think I'm off.
Hope it didn't bust or didn't fall.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
All right. Okay, so we've got the 4 screws in the back again. Everyone, guess what?
What?
I found the hole.
Yay!
There we go. So we have officially done our replacement motor. Again, I'll put the link below to this one. Now mine was a Solera awning system, which is one of the more common ones out there. And lucky that, because usually I'm the person who gets the vehicle that has like outdated parts, and it was the only model to carry it, so it was super expensive. But this one, luckily for the first time, was literally like 30 bucks for the replacement motor. You guys saw, other than, you know, not following some of the stuff I saw with clamping this, fairly easy process to switch it out. And it saved us a trip to go in and pay all the exorbitant labor costs for somebody to do it. We have a working awning again. So thank you so much for stopping by. If you're looking to help the channel continue to grow, consider becoming a member of the Adventure Crew. Click that join button to find out more. Also, before you head out, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. We'll see you next time on The Scenic Route. Bye.
PK Adventure Travels, yeah. Riding in mail on the go. Chasing sunsets, chasing views. We'll see you next time on The Scenic Route.